So our chapter 3, Introduction to CPP. Today we learn the control structure. For example, control structure, if statement. कंट्रोल स्ट्रक्चर में क्या क्या आता है? इफ स्टेटमेंट, इफ एल्स स्टेटमेंट, नेस्टेड इफ एल्स, इफ लैडर, स्विच स्टेटमेंट. नेक्स्ट इज लूप्स. लूप्स में कौन कौन आता है? वाइल लूप, फॉर लूप, डू वाइल लूप. एंड जंप स्टेटमेंट, ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट, कंटिन्यू स्टेटमेंट, गो टू स्टेटमेंट, रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट. एंड सैम्पल एग्जाम्पल है वो हम प्रैक्टिकल में देखेंगे. सो कंट्रोल स्ट्रक्चर में इफ स्टेटमेंट, इफ एल्स स्टेटमेंट, नेस्टेड इफ एल्स इफ लैडर, स्विच स्टेटमेंट. एंड लूप में 3 लूप आते हैं, वाइल लूप, फॉर लूप, डू वाइल लूप. एंड जंप स्टेटमेंट में ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट, कंटिन्यू स्टेटमेंट, गो टू स्टेटमेंट एंड रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट. वी विल सी द वन बाय वन. So control structure has 3 kinds of control structure, which from this point forward we refer as a control statement, sequence statement, selection or a decision statement, and repetition or loop statements. So and a statement is a part of the program that is executed, and a statement specifies certain action. And C++ program is a set of statement. Okay, C++ program is a set of statement. These statements are normally executed one after the another. This is known as a sequential execution. Okay, so there are the 3 types of a statement, like sequence statement, selection or decision statement, and repetition loop statement. तो सिलेक्शन में इफ एल्स स्विच आता है, रिपीटेशन और लूप में वाइल, फॉर, डू वाइल आता है. सो वी विल सी द वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द इफ स्टेटमेंट. सो if statement is a powerful decision making statement and is used to control the flow of execution of statement. It is a two-way decision statement that is used to conjunction with an expression. The general form of if statement is as shown on the screen. And if statement first of all takes the expression is evaluated. If it is true, then statement block is executed, otherwise not. Otherwise the statement block is skip. So it is a simple if statement. Next one is the if else statement. If else statement alone tell us that if a condition is true, it will execute block of statement, and if the condition is false, it cannot be executed. If the statement is an extension of simple if statement, in simple if the condition is false, then we go to the next statement. Many times we need to execute a certain group of statements if the condition is false. In such case we need to use if else rather than the simple if. So ये syntax है उसका. If the condition is false, then we go to the next statement, that is the else part. So ये रहा if else statement. Now next, nested if statement. Nested if in C++ is an if statement that is the target of another if statement. ये syntax है. In practice many times we need to make a series of decisions. In such case we may have to use more than one if else statement in the nested form. Multiple if we can use, and a nested if is an if that is the target of the another if or else. In nested if and else always refer to the nearest if statement that is within the same block. So nested if statement means an if statement inside another if statement. Both C and C++ allows us to nested if statement within if statements. We can place if statement inside the another if statement. Now next, if else if ladder. When there are the multi-path decision involved, we can use ifs. Another way, here we have a chain of ifs and each else is associated with if statement. This programming construct is called as a else if ladder. Because of its appearance, sometimes it is called as a if else, if staircase. The general form of else if ladder is. Okay, so ये syntax है, if condition then statements body of the part, else if, again last one is if else statement. So here a user can decide among multiple options. The C++ if statements are executed from the top down. As soon as one of the conditions controlling the if is true, the statement associated with that if it is executed, and the rest of the C++ else if ladder is bypassed. If none of the condition are true, then the final else statement will be executed. जो final का else statement है वो execute होगा. So it is very simple. Now next one is the switch statement. Switch case statement are substitute for long if statement that compare a variable to several integral values. When we need to select many alternatives, the program using if statement becomes complex one. Okay, the read ability of a program decreases. Sometimes it may create confusion to the reader, and C++ has a built-in multi-way decision statement known as a switch. Okay, C++ has built-in multi-way decision statement known as a switch. It is also called as a multiple branch selection statement. The switch statements test the value of given variable or expression. We can say the expression against a list of case value, and when a match is found, a block statement associated with that case is evaluated. The general form of switch statement are shown on the figure or shown on the screen. So ये syntax है switch, then choice case 1 case 2 ऐसे लिखेंगे हम switch में. The switch statement is a multi-way branch statement. It provides an easy way to dispatch execution to different parts of code based on the values of the expression, and switch is the control statement that allows the value to change the control of execution. So it is very simple. Switch statement is very simple. So next one is the loops. It is important. There may be a situation when you need to execute a block of code several number of times. In general, statement are executed sequentially. Okay, the first statement is in function is executed first, followed by the second, and so on. So programming language provides the various control structure that allows for the more complicated execution path. Computer has ability to perform a set of action repeatedly. This involves repeating a set of some portion of the program either a specified number of times or until a particular condition is being satisfied. The repetitive operation is called as a looping. Okay, the repetitive operation जो होता है is called as a looping. So looping can achieve by using if statement. Apart from if, C++ provides the 3 loops control structure. They are also called as a iteration statement. They are the while loop, do while loop, and for statement. So first is the while loop. While loop statement repeatedly executes a target statement as long as given condition is true. The simplest in all looping structure in C++ is while statement. The general form of while loop is ये देखो syntax while condition and statement means body of the part. Here while is a keyword. The test condition is an expression which may return 0 or non-zero value, and non-zero value is treated as a true value and zero value as a false value. The body of loop, that is the statement, is either an empty statement or single statement or block of statements. So these are the while loop, and key point of the while loop is that the loop might not ever run. When the condition is tested and the result is false, the loop body will be skipped and the first statement after the while loop will be executed. Next one is the for loop. For loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. The for loop is the most popular loop. It is widely used by the programmers. It is also an entry control loop. The general form of for statement is show on the syntax on screen. Okay, for here is a keyword. Body of loop is either an empty statement, a single statement, or a block of statement. The initialization is an assignment statement that is used to set the loop control variable, and the test condition is that is the जो condition है वहाँ पे फॉर लूप में सिंटैक्स में देखो इनिट दैट इज द इनिशियलाइजेशन, देन कंडीशन में द कंडीशन इज रिलेशनल एक्सप्रेशन दैट डिटरमाइंस व्हेन द लूप एग्जिस्ट, and the increment defines how the loop control variable changes each time of the loop is repeated. The initialization, condition and increment are the separated by semicolon. The execution of for statement, okay, in it, condition and increment, these are the separated by semicolon. So next one is the ये here is the flow of control in for loop. यहाँ पे flow दिया है. The init steps is executed first. init जो step होती है वो execute होती है firstly and only once. This step allows you to declare and initialize any loop control variable. You are not required to put a statement here as long as semicolon appears. Next, the condition is evaluated. If it is true, the body of the loop is executed. If it is false, the body of the loop does not execute and flow of control jumps to the next statement just after the for loop. After the body of the for loop execute, the flow of control jumps back up the increment statement, and this statement can be left blank, okay, as long as semicolon appears after the condition, and the condition is now evaluated again. So if it is a true, the loop executes and the process repeats itself, body of the loop, then increment steps and then against the condition. After the condition become false, the loop the for loop is terminated. So next one is the do while loop. Unlike for and while loops, which is test the loop condition at the top of the loop, and the do while loop checks it's the condition at the bottom of the loop. In a while loop, the condition the condition is stated first before the loop is executed, okay, and if condition is false in first attempt, then the body of loop may not be executed even once. In some occasion, it might be necessary to execute body of loop before test is performed. Such situation can be handled with do while loop. Okay, the general form of the do while loop is shown on the figure, shown on the screen, that is the syntax. So here do while are keyword. The test expression, that is the statement, is an expression which may return true or false value. The body of loop is either an empty statement and a simple statement or a block of statement. On reaching do statement, the program proceed to evaluate the body of loop first at the end of the loop. The test condition, that is जो condition है वहाँ पे जो condition है वो in while is evaluated. Okay, the condition in while is evaluated. If the condition is true, the program continue to evaluate the body of loop once again. This process continue as long as condition is true. When condition become false, the loop will be terminated and control goes to the next statement after the while statement. In do while loop, the body of loop is executed at least once, and such a loop is called exit control loop. When body of loop consists of only one statement, then the curly bracket are not necessary. Okay. So previous is the do while loop. Next one is the jump statement. These statements are used in C++ for unconditional flow of control throughout the function in program. They support the 4 types of jump statement. First is a break statement, a continue statement, go to statement, and return statement. First one is the break statement. So loops are executed a certain set of statement repeatedly until the control variables fails to satisfy the test condition. The number of times the loop is repeated is decided in advance and test condition. is written to achieve this. Sometimes when executing a loop, it becomes desired to skip a part of the loop or to leave the loop as soon as certain condition occur. Suppose we are searching for a name in 100 names, a program loop will be written to get executed 100 times. But as soon as we find desired name, we want the loop to get terminated. An early exit from the loop can be accomplished by using break statement. When break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately exited and entire program continues with the statement immediately following the uh, loop. When the loop are nested, the break would only exit from the loop containing. That is, the break will exit only a single loop. So the break statement can be used with while loop or do while loop and for loop. So next one is the continue statement. The loop control statement is just like the break statement. The continue statement is opposite to the break statement. Instead of terminating the loop, it forces to execute the next iteration of the loop. Sometimes we want to skip statement inside the loop and want to take control to the beginning of the loop, and the continue statement allows us to do this. When continue is used inside any loop, control automatically passes to the beginning of the loop. When we use continue within for loop, continue causes the conditional test conditional जो होती है वो and increment portion of the loop to execute. When it is used in while and do while loops, program control passes to the conditional test. Okay, so next one is the go to statement. The go to statement in C++, also referred to as an unconditional jump statement, can be used to jump from one point to another within a function. Go to is unconditional branching statement of C++, and a go to statement can cause program control to end up anywhere in the program checking for any condition, and a go to requires a label in order to identify the place where the branch is to be made. And jump statement can be used to jump from one point to another within a function. The general form of last one is the return statement. The return in C or C++ returns the flow of execution to the function from where it is called, and the statement does not mandatorily need any conditional statement. As soon as the statement is executed, the flow of the program stops immediately and return the control from where it is called. The return statement may or may not return anything for void function, okay, but for a non-void function, a return value is must be written. So sample example here, check Armstrong number. So what is the Armstrong number? So Armstrong number is a number that is equal to the sum of cube of its digits. So ये एग्जाम्पल है, हम प्रैक्टिकल में देखेंगे वो. एंड सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल 153 इज ए नंबर. सो 1 का क्यूब कितना आता है, 5 का क्यूब कितना आता है और 3 का क्यूब कितना आता है, जो आता है उनके टोटल करो. सो 153 नंबर इज इक्वल टू द टोटल ऑफ जो क्यूब निकाला है हमने उसकी टोटल सेम आती है. तो देयर आर द फ्यू नंबर्स ऑफ आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग नंबर लाइक 0, 1, 153, 370, 371 and 407. These are the Armstrong number. So there are the few Armstrong number. Okay. So next lecture में हम functions देखेंगे. So we will stop here.